What's up, guys? Welcome back to another City Skylines stream, and welcome back to the beautiful city of Quokka Beach and our brand spanking new international airport. You can see all the planes bringing some tourists into the city, so hopefully today we can get some more tourism down here on the island. We started a little bit last time, but now we're going to make it look real good. What's going on, Gregory? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. And yeah, let's see what we got going on. How's the traffic doing? Always got to check on the traffic. Still at 84. That's amazing to see. I was also debating whether or not we want to move this awesome butterfly interchange we made. Because when we put it in, we weren't really planning on having anything else on this island other than the airport. But now we might have to make some changes. Hey, what's up, sports fan? Welcome to the stream. Do we want it maybe a little more centered? Because we could just scoot it all over. We would have to take away a little bit of these buildings. But I don't know. I don't know if we want to do that. We'll leave the space, and if we want to change it, we can always do it later. Hey, what's up, Trash Man? Welcome to the stream as well. Everyone showing up early. I love it. Glad to have you guys here. And we did a lot of terraforming last time, making this a little lower to the water line. And we got a few roads in, but we're going to get a bunch more. Let's also get maybe a key, not necessarily all the way around, but I think a key right by this road would be good. And let's actually even do a little more terraforming, just because I actually want this to stay that flat, close to the water, all the way down, maybe all the way to the bridge, but at least to here. Try not to cause a tsunami while doing this. That going right down. Oh, it's getting a little close. It's a little close there. But what do we think? Can we get a key in here? Will the game let us? Hey, what's up, MP? Welcome to the stream. Will it let us put it where we want it? That's the other question. We could also... Oh, it will actually let me put it there. But if we put the key a little further back, we would maybe be able to get those waterfront buildings and technically have them connected to the road. Let's see. Does that count? Is that good? I think it does. So we'll do that then. That looks pretty good. And do we want it to go all the way? Or do we want it to curve? I'm gonna say let's put an angle to it. Let's kind of follow. Let's follow this all around. And go right to the bridge. That looks pretty good. I'll bring that as far as possible. But I don't want it to go all the way around this side, because I want to keep this side, since it's kind of got this cool little curve to it, very smooth, very nice looking. Maybe keep that as like a beach, not necessarily a key. Well, this side can be a little more of a tourist area. I helped you so much last time in City Skylines. No problem, Gregory. Always happy to help. Always happy to help where I can. I can't help often, but when I can, I'm happy. Always happy to. Okay, get that going. Because I don't know if we're going to really want buildings that close to the highway. Just do a little bit of smoothing. Maybe we'll put another road somewhere here. Maybe we'll put a road going under the bridge. I don't know. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Let's just focus on what's going on out here. So get that going all the way through to there. And the fantastic thing about the movement mod now is it has the align heights, so we can actually grab these guys instead of having to mess with the terrain. We just do that. That looks pretty good. There we go. Nice and smooth. Nice and perfect. Not having to mess with the smoothing or the level terrain tool. Very cool. I was also thinking about this area, getting people down to here, down to the lower road from the upper bit, because we do have a couple little ramps. But I think it would be really neat if we had a tunnel that started maybe like somewhere in the middle here. Maybe we did a roundabout or something and did a tunnel that went down underground here. We would have to contest with the metro line a little bit, but get it popping out right here. I think that might look pretty cool if it'll let us do it. I don't know if it will, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think we'd be able to get it done. Let's do a little design up here. I do want it to be a little bit more grid-like. Maybe not a perfect grid, but definitely some sort of grid action going on. And obviously we gotta keep the rocks. And let's actually put another road sneaking behind these guys. Start here. Get it going right to there. That way it stays the exact same distance apart. There we go. It's looking pretty good. We have too many guidelines. There we go. That looks pretty good. Some cross streets as well going through. And don't worry, we're gonna keep those rocks. We're not getting rid of them. And I actually kind of like the idea of it being almost a grid, but keeping that curve on that one road. Just keep going with that. Actually get rid of that stuff. Keep these curves coming, because I'm actually really liking how they're looking. Hey, what's up, Joe? Welcome to the stream. Also, thank you very much for the host. I appreciate that. So get that going right to there. And again, just keeping that curve. It's a very, very minute curve, but it's just enough. just enough to notice. Maybe we'll start there, maybe it won't. It's a very sharp corner, so if we keep that going to there, and that goes to there, and then we link that up. There we go, I think I like that better. And that'll go to there, maybe through. We'll figure that out. Figure it out as we go, but I like that. What's on the agenda for tonight? Just kind of finishing up this island and getting a lot of tourism in, maybe some more offices as well, because this island is looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty cool. Got the insane butterfly, which I might move to make it maybe a little more centered, but I haven't quite decided if we're gonna necessarily do that or not. So that can connect through to there. And that can go apparently only to there. Can't connect right here. I don't know why. Space already occupied by what? What's occupying this space? You make no sense, game. No sense at all. If I did that, it'll let me do it on this side. Well, maybe not. There we go. We have ways of making it work. And that goes straight through to there. That way we don't get cross streets on every road. Although it does create two four-way intersections very close to one another. So I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe we could always do that. Sort of stagger them. I kind of like this, but if that goes to there, I'd like that better. Let's make that perfectly straight, or at least a little straight. And get rid of you. And we will also change all these inner bits to be the smaller roads, like we've been doing. So now actually that could go through. Now we still have two four-ways. But I like that. I like that being completely through there. Then you go to there. And you go to there. Maybe. They have ways of getting there to there. I think that'd be okay. Maybe it's this one. That one's throwing me off. That's better. That way we have a little more space. It was just a little too clogged down there. Also, let's put a tiny little curve in here. Put some attractions on Butterfly Island to give people a good vibe when they come to the city. Yeah, we're definitely going to try to get something, maybe even some unique buildings out here, because we've got a couple that we could still put down, like the Opera House, the aquarium, I'm thinking. maybe we can do. This definitely kind of seems like an aquarium type area. And then stadium, museum, all that good stuff. The Anime Boy, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Or this morning, wherever you are. But that looks good. I like the curves. This road, maybe not. Maybe we'll make that actually go like that. There we go. That's what I'm liking. I'm liking that. And let's again change all these inner bits to be those proper inner bits. Oh. Gonna have to move some stuff back. There we go. And then we'll also add a little turn back road right here. So that way anyone that's, say, coming from this road that wants to get on that road, they don't have to make a super sharp turn in there. That looks good. I like that. And we'll do just a couple little restrictions to where you guys go to there or there. But this side can only go to there. They can't turn back. And then same here, you can go to there. You can only go to there. No crazy turns going back to there. And then on this side, you can go to there or to there. And you can go to there or to there. So that way they're not going back on themselves. Eeyore with the resub 4 months in a row. 4 months? Has it really been 4 months? Eeyore, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome to Australia. We're still working on making it look pretty. Hopefully it looks good to you. I don't know if you know what Australia looks like, but apparently they have interchanges that look like butterflies. That's a thing. It's confirmed. Doing good? Good to hear. I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing pretty good myself. Just making the city look pretty cool. I've never seen Australia before. Well, this is exactly what it looks like. If you were wondering. 100% accurate. And actually, let's take a little zoom out, because it's been a while since we've done an overview of the city. Good lord. Look how big it's become. This behemoth of a city. Oh man. And this area that we built up last time looking pretty good. Still need to do a little work out here. And actually, do we have any residential zoning? We do. Let's just fill this up real quick. That'll be the last of that area. And that is a lot of zoning. Probably not the smartest move. But we'll do it. And why are you abandoned? There we go. No abandoned buildings in this city. It's gotta be nice. Nice and pristine. Hey, what's up, Saf? Welcome to the stream. So we did our connections. Those are all good. And we could maybe start zoning. Maybe, just maybe. But maybe not. Maybe not yet. I am a little concerned with this just being a lot of interchanges, or not interchanges, but intersections very close together. So maybe we'll do something with that. Maybe we actually won't have this go straight through. But that might cause some traffic. We could also do a roundabout here. And then, oh, we also need to find a spot for a tunnel. I almost forgot about that. How did I forget about the tunnel? That was gonna be the whole thing down here. I don't know if we can do it now with the way I've designed this. Unless we broke this off and made this the tunnel. I don't know if this road can go underground. No, it can't. So we'd have to do a big road. Alright, guidelines. Go away. Get those guidelines out of here. I'll be my own guide. So that could come to there. And if we do just a little, I'm not going to say cheating, but a little shifting, we could do that. I do want this to look like it's sort of buried in that mountain, though. Or in the hillside, the cliffside. Which doesn't always look super pretty. Oh yeah, that is not the height that we want. It's just a little funky. Just a tad. Didn't exactly turn out I was expecting. Oh, you know what actually might be cool? Instead of doing a tunnel like this, we'll essentially do that. Essentially, it's going to be the same sort of road being where it is. Come on, there we go. All right, but we'll get rid of that. And then we'll just actually smooth this from here to there. Let's get a tiny bit. And if we just smooth a little part, we can just come straight down with the road. And then this will actually become a bridge. There we go. Now we're looking good. Hey, what's up, J-May? Miss a couple of streams. The humble little city becomes a blooming metropolis. It has definitely become quite a monstrosity. But it's looking pretty cool. I'm just trying to make it look a little cooler, hopefully. Okay, so that works. And then we'll curve it up. Hopefully. Oh, maybe. It's looking almost good. Oh, it's looking a little crazy. Foolish Francis, thank you very much for the follow. There we go. That looks pretty cool. I like that. Maybe a little too curvy. Maybe we should bring it in just a little bit. There we go. Just like that. But that is looking good. And again, we'll just double check those heights. Make sure everything's nice and level. And let's also move these so they're somewhere that looks like they support the bridge a little better. Oh, where'd it go? I've lost it. Where did it end up? Got lost in the... Oh, it's doing it again. Why is this doing this? This did this before where we were trying to turn something and it wouldn't turn it. It just keeps putting it through the world. Alright, I guess we won't turn it, but we'll just raise it up. I found a bug in the Move It mod. I wouldn't follow a truck over this thing. I don't blame you. It's a little scary looking, but it's also a little cool looking. There we go. So we get that road coming down, and actually, since it's not a tunnel, we can actually make it that proper sort of smaller road, although it might get busy with traffic, so it might need an upgrade. Almost perfect. Oh. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm okay with that. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So they can get down here, there, or from the middle. Let's just take a look at that. Nice little lovely bridge. Let's get in there. Let's do it. We got the water, all the palm trees. And then you just go right under the bridge. Wow, look at that view with the city. That beautiful beach. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's the little things like that which really make me love this game. Nope, don't quit. We don't need to quit. Just quit the game, uninstall. We've done it. We finished. We finished the bridge. How was I moving the tunnel up and down? It's the Move It mod, which is one of the few mods I use. And you can adjust heights and bridges and roads and buildings, a bunch of stuff. If only you lived in a place like that. If only. If only some sort of paradise actually existed. I'm sure it would be lovely. Okay, do we want to start zoning? Do we want to do some zoning? We do still have our district for our butterfly district. Unless we want to move this. If we want to move this, we might want to do that sooner rather than later. The only thing is it's going to change this up a little bit. And this is pretty much all going to stay the same. It's just this row of buildings is going to go. That's not the worst thing. Not the worst thing ever. If only Australia was real. If only it wasn't imaginary. Okay, so let's do some extreme moving here. I'm gonna delete all of that. Oh, and I'm a little nervous about this because it's probably not going to let me put a road back here. Nope. Nope, but it might actually let me put this back. There we go. So I'll just do that just for now. And I'll break all of this. And I'll grab nothing but nodes. Get the Sydney Harbor Bridge in there. I did actually look earlier today on the workshop. I was looking actually for Australian bridges, but I didn't really find anything that caught my eye. Oh, I'm breaking the game with this. It's not liking all these nodes being moved at once. It's not going to happen. Or am I just not selecting it? I don't think I'm selecting it. Oh! It's just really delayed. There. Wait for it to render. I'm breaking the game. Do I speak Spanish? I do not speak Spanish. Oh, it's going the wrong way. Oh god. We might have to load up our autosave. I regret this. I regret this immediately. See, if I drag it like that, you would think it would go that way. My computer cannot handle this. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay, guys. How can I do this? Maybe if I zoom in, it's less stuff for the game to render. No. Oh! Alright, looks like we're not moving this. This is staying exactly where it is. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'm just gonna load my autosave. How long ago was this autosave? 27? That was like 10 minutes ago. That's a lot of stuff. Can we just reconnect it all? I don't think it actually moved. I think it's exactly where it was. Oh man. Yep, it's good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Whew. Damn. Our other option, other than moving it, is just trying to recreate it, but that's not going to happen. There's no way I'm remaking that ever again. Just because I don't think I could remember how. It's a dangerous place with all the drop bears. Oh, the drop bears. Those dangerous, dangerous drop bears. Alright. I need some drop bears in my city. I need to get a zoo. Need some drop bears. Oh, Eeyore. You crack me up. Alright. What are we doing? We're not moving that. That's staying. So let's get some zoning in. And I do want to do the high density commercial tourism. But I do also want to put some offices in here because I don't want to make it entirely tourism. Just because of the fact that wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, we have the high-rise ban. I actually don't want this side to have the high-rise ban, so we're actually going to split Butterfly Island into two separate districts. We'll have Butterfly Airport and then Butterfly Island. How about that? And I guess actually technically I have to delete this all and then make it a new. Just warning everyone. Okay, I gotcha. I see how it is, Eeyore. Just gotta make sure everyone's safe from the drop bears. There we go. New district. And we'll change this. So this is gonna be Butterfly Airport. And then over here, Butterfly Island. Even though technically it's a peninsula, but it's on the island, so it's all good. And now the reason we did that is so we can rid of city and planning and get rid of the high-rise ban. That way when we do just normal offices, they'll get to be just a little taller. And then also not forget the tourism. And then we're good to go. So let's just do a little bit of offices. And we'll keep the offices along the main road. There we go. Hey, what's up, Maximus? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? And I'm not going to zone here because we do have those rocks. So we'll make maybe a nice little park or something in there. But just keep that edge all officed up. Let's also make sure all these guys are going to have water. And this side as well. There we go. All covered. And then electricity. We gotta find a way of getting these guys some electricity a little nicer than all of these lines because it just seems a tad bit dangerous to me still. Let's throw down maybe some more of these advanced wind turbines. Put them on this side. Put two there. We'll put one on that side of the bridge as well. Oh, that's so close. Come on, game. We can do it. We can connect them. Nope. We cannot connect them. As much as I want them to. Those connected. That'll connect. Alright, we can do 4. How about that? A beautiful straight line. And now we can get rid of all these guys. Alright. Let's move our little guy down here. Perfect. It's a little better. It's not the best, but it's better. And then we'll do sort of the same over here. Just putting a couple of those guys down. And getting rid of this gigantic power line here. Is that connected? This should all be connected, so it only has to connect right about there, and we'll do yet another one of our little energy savers. A little earthquake sensor right there by the highway. Perfect. And this will just keep just like that for now. That way we're not having these crazy power lines crossing over the rivers. Oh, but we still have to get these guys some power. Forgot about you guys. We could do another... Actually, would that go under? That will go under. Could go under there. That works for now. They're not going to abandon. And they are building, which is good to see. And we'll do just a little bit of tourism, just to get us started down here in the middle. But I do also want to throw in some parking lots to kind of break it up a little bit so it's not insanely packed. So just a couple spots where these fit in. Just add in a few. And then also metro would be a good thing to get down here as well. If we want to wait on that or not. I'm just gonna put one in. I'm not gonna connect it to anything, but I'll just have it there as a placeholder and as a reminder to myself later that we're gonna need some metros. And that's a pretty good spot for it right there. Let's continue working on the beach down here. And I'm not sure if I want this side to have a lot of roads or not, because I definitely want a lot of buildings and stuff down here. I just want this to all be filled up. Oh. And this is the wrong type of road. To there, perfect. Oh, and I can't do that because distance too short. But that'll work. There we go. We have ways. Oops. Grab these nodes just to make sure they're all perfectly level. There we go. Will come down and around by the key. And I think I do want this to go under, if it will let us. Oh, it will? Alright, we'll continue that key along, and then maybe this can link up like back to there. Or we could have it go all the way around the airport. Oh, that would be cool looking, wouldn't it? If this outer road went around the entire island. Oh, I'm liking that idea. I am liking that idea. So let's do some more terraforming. Just a little bit. Just a little bit back here. Oh, a little higher than I wanted it. There we go. And just something like that, just as a placeholder. And then we'll just, again, as a placeholder, put something like that in. That'll continue down and around with a little more land, because I don't want it to be a bridge, I want it to actually be a functioning road. Can you put housing on the beach? That would look good. We might might do some housing. I was thinking about maybe doing a little bit of high density apartment buildings. And I was thinking of maybe doing them here where these offices are to kind of be like overlooking the waterfront. But because we're doing a lot of commercial, it's going to be a little noisy. You can see just that tiny bit is very, very noisy. And then obviously over here, the airport is a tad noisy as well. So I don't know if we'll actually get any high density in there or not. We could do some low density on the beaches like we have over here, because those are actually looking pretty cool. Maybe have like sort of sister neighborhoods across the way. Might look cool. Apartments on sand terrifies you. Yeah, sand's probably not the best foundation for a house. That looks pretty good, minus these ugly bits right there. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why when I use the smoothing tool, it doesn't actually smooth it. It just messes it up more. About like that. Does that look better? It still looks dirty. I don't know why the beach looks dirty. Got dirty beaches in Australia, apparently. I thought this was Australia. Apparently, it's the Jersey Shore. Alright, a little better looking. But yeah, maybe we'll do something a little bit like that over here. Maybe like a fancy neighborhood down here on the beach. It could be like those big mansions that rich people buy but then never go there. They just like rent them out. That'll be this side. This will be the fancy beach houses. So this road is connecting to there. We're gonna connect it down here. And maybe have that go through. Maybe do some sort of roundabout or something there. And that'll be towards the fancy people. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool, and also a good spot for maybe a unique building. We have the museum, which actually fits in there pretty nicely. Giant cathedral. Here's the aquarium. The aquarium, does it fit centered? Almost centered. I kind of like the idea of the aquarium being down there. Let's throw that in. Let's drop it in. See what it looks like. Oh, I like that. That looks neat. That's definitely going there. As far as this curve, not exactly sure what's going to go back here, but you know what? We'll figure something out. We could also move it just to be there. So it's on the corner of that street, rather than being slightly off-centered. I'll do a parking lot, just a tiny parking lot. Maybe a few more than one. How about a couple? There we go. That looks good. The Steve Irwin Aquarium. Lots of stingrays. Oh, Eeyore. Too soon. That's too soon. That is awful. That's a terrible joke. You should be ashamed of yourself. Although I'm laughing, so I should also be ashamed. Okay, those pathways. Not quite filling up exactly how I want it to. But it almost looks good. So if we do that, will they mind? Will they say they're too far from the street? Or will they allow that? Because that actually, that looks pretty good. That does look pretty good, actually. We could have done a giant parking garage. In fact, we could across the street. I don't know if we need a giant parking garage, though. That might be a little ugly in terms of the area, just because it's so nice and pretty. But it might fit in. We could also do a zoo out here, kind of to go with the aquarium theme. Where's our zoo at? Zoo. Put that on this corner. But I don't know if that should be as close to the water as the aquarium. I feel like maybe... Where would we be able to fit the zoo in? I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like that zoo placement? I'm not crazy about it. I wish the zoo was long and skinny so I could fit it like in here. And then again, we could chop this curve away to fit it into there, which might not be the worst. I do like that curve, though. Let's just take it out for now. A carousel on the beach. We could do a tiny carousel park. Actually, could we fit one in there? What if we put a tiny carousel behind the aquarium? That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Let's just add a little more pathway. Just to fill this out. Could I actually space these? No, not really. Oh, that is ugly. I'll just leave it like that then. Maybe put some trees there. A Ferris wheel and a roller coaster. Just make it like Coney Island. Go from Australia to the northeast. Let's clean this coast up just a little bit. Just make that key look nice and good. Hopefully without flooding anything. There we go, that looks better. I have Luna Park, which is near water in Sydney. Interesting. I do remember when I was playing like a free weekend on the Xbox, there was a unique building which I saw, which does exist in the game, but for some reason, I don't know if you need a certain style for it, but there's actually an amusement park unique building. But for the love of me, I cannot find it on the PC. I don't know if it needs to be like European theme or a special theme or something, but I just wanna know what I need to do to get that, because it looked really cool when I was playing on the Xbox. Alright, let's smooth this all out. Hopefully make this a nice just slope rather than a giant cliff. Nope, it's not really making it much better, is it? Just making that beach all ugly. It's looking a little better. Needs a lot of work. If it wasn't the ugly dirt color, it would be okay. Just keep making this slope nice. I'll have to do some work already, or thank you very much for stopping by, and thank you very much again for the resub. I appreciate it. There we go. Just gotta use that slope tool. Making it look a little better. This side probably never gonna look good, but we're trying at least. We're trying. We'll just cover it in rocks and call it a day. How about that? Yeah, because it still has that. You can tell where we've terraformed and cut away. Just cover it up with trees. But yeah, the zoo, I don't know if how I feel about the zoo. And then we'll keep that road. That'll be like the main road. But then off of the main road is where we'll have all of those fancy houses. A zoo should be more inland. I agree with you. I feel like the zoo definitely should have more stuff around it, not necessarily a coast. The aquarium, it makes sense because they're all, you know, fish. So they'd want to be by water. Alright, let's do a little road like that. And almost mirror this with our dirt roads. Where that looks nice and beautiful. And just make it look nice and good. Maybe even take it away from the main road a bit, so we can get some nice full zoning back there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put some gap in there. Get a little closer to the water. Even though I don't plan on zoning anything in there, that way they at least have some privacy in their backyards and stuff like that. All that good stuff. Your aquarium's on the water, or on the river. The river water. It just makes sense. Also, it just looks good. Especially with the aquarium building in City Skylines, because it's such a cool looking building. Okay, that's not bad. And again, having a little more room means we can do a little more smoothing. Do I actually want this to all be the same level? Because it does kind of bump up and then go down. Yeah, let's make this all the same level. Let's grab just the nodes, and this should be a little less taxing than moving the butterfly. This side looks good. This side, not as much. That side can stay along the hill. Some canals between the houses so they can park their boats. That would be really cool. If there was like small canals, I would maybe do that. But the canals are all pretty big. I was thinking about putting some canals in the city further to the north up here. So we might actually do some canals eventually in the city. But not necessarily this very moment. Okay, let's keep going with our office buildings, but also let's just make sure these guys can actually build here. There we go. Some nice zoning there. Just make sure there's actually land here. Even though it looks like there's land there, sometimes there's actually not. It's just an illusion. Well, won't do there. But see, I think like a spot here would be good for the zoo. We do have those rocks though, so we have to protect them. Or even in here, this little spot, if we could fit the zoo back. That's not the zoo. Where's the zoo? There we go. Yeah, that fits. Damn near perfect. Part of me likes that. Part of me doesn't. But part of me doesn't because I actually want to change all this. I want to change. I want to change this. Let's get rid of these. And get out of there. I'm going to delete this road. Actually, we're gonna put that road right back. I lied. We'll use it as a guideline. And let's put... let's put a roundabout in here. And I think that's perfect. It might not be, though. I think it's good. And we'll actually make it one way. Proper roundabout. No, I don't know how roads work in Australia. There we go. So instead of this going there, we'll have this coming from there. I guess we could keep this. We could still do that. And maybe we will, especially if we're gonna try to put a zoo in. Nah, but that's way too close. It's way too close to that roundabout, as is this one. But we'll leave that one for now, just to see how it does. So we'll grab our 4-lane road, connect that up to there, get rid of the middle bits. We could also just have that coming off of the intersection. Well, let's see how that does. Let's see if that helps solve any problems. And there weren't really problems, but just the fact that we had a 3-way intersection here and then 2 3-way intersections next to it, it meant everyone coming into the zone had to make at least 2 turns. So if they were going to the left, they would turn and then turn again. If they're going to the right, turn and turn again. So this is just streamlines it a little bit so not everyone's making multiple turns. And it can hopefully handle a little more traffic. Oh, and I also totally forgot that this is actually inverted. You actually have to cross here. So that's not good either. Maybe we'll move this back to there. That is a lot of circles. That is a lot of circles all connected in there. Yeah, because I don't like that. They have to cross there. Let's change that. So we'll get rid of that. Keep this just normal. And how do we want to do this? How do we want to get this done? Do we want to do bridges, tunnels, or just a bunch of extra curvy bits? Because I'm kind of thinking if we come off of here, we could then essentially just connect that straight to there. If it would let us. It might not let us. There we go. Just like that. And obviously make it look a lot nicer than that, but just a big curve here. Going to there. Oop. I'm gonna just make that one big curve. And that'll link up to there. And that actually doesn't look too bad. Just adding to the insane intersection we already have. So that way anyone from this area that wants to get on the highway could come down here onto the roundabout and then off there. Could be very cluttered, very busy. We could then also add bits down here. That way they can get in from here or from the roundabout, but we'll wait on that. Wait till see if traffic gets super busy or not. And then this side as well. going to be getting off of there. Just put a nice big curve in here. Make sure that's going the right way. Electro with the raid. What's going on, everyone? How are you doing, Electro? Thank you very much for the raid. And then just connect that. Oh, hopefully. And just link that up. There we go. Okay. So it's technically working, hopefully. Hey, what's up, Electro? There you are. Thank you very much for the raid again. I appreciate playing some Evil Within. Oh man, nice change of pace. Yeah, I could imagine. I'm gonna admit, when I was watching you play Layers of Fear the other day, was it yesterday? Yesterday, 2 days ago? I don't know time, but when I was watching you play Layers of Fear, even though I knew what was coming, I was still getting spooked. I have to admit, so good on you for playing some more spooky games. You are a brave, brave man. Alright, so that's in there. That's looking pretty good. Welcome everyone again from Electro's stream. Welcome to City Skylines and our little city that we have here, Quokka Beach, which is just getting bigger and bigger by the minute. And it is pretty insane, but we keep it chill here. Not as scary. Sometimes scary when we have fires in the city, but a different kind of scary. Lady Commander, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. And we got our new aquarium in, which doesn't have power just yet. It's still under construction, but it's still looking pretty cool. Do a little more commercial in there. Do I find Sundays to be harder to draw an audience? I don't know. I don't look at the stats too much. I kind of just do whatever. But I think if I had to say, on average, probably less people watch on Sundays. But it's understandable because I stream pretty late. So all those people on the East Coast, only the hardcore people stay up with us till like 4 a.m. streaming. Watch Outlast? Oh, I've seen people play Outlast. I've seen little bits and pieces through my fingers. That game is pretty terrifying. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. And then I did want to find a spot for that zoo. I still want to do that. I haven't given up. We might move these rocks, but I don't know. I might have to ask our city guardians. I know the rocks are protected by law. Does that mean I can't even move them? Or can I just not delete them? Because if we can move them just a little bit, we'd be able to fit our zoo into there, right where I want it. That's all looking pretty good. Still at 83. And then we still have all this to figure out what the heck we're doing. And then I do still like the idea of this road going all the way around. So we'll get that going as well. But let's finish up this area. Find expecting Sundays to have much lower turnout. Might just take Sundays off. Hey, I mean, you know, Sundays are kind of a good day, I think, for like relaxing, taking some time for yourself before the work week starts again. So it's understandable for Sundays to be more of like a chill day. People doing what they want to do. You may allow me to move them? Okay. Because actually we might not have to move them. We haven't really looked. But if we get that zoo, yeah, it would delete them. White, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, let's just scoot him a little bit over there. Look at that. Nothing ever happened. And we'll put you right in there. And actually, let's back you off a couple spaces for a few reasons. It makes this almost perfectly centered. Almost. And then we can also fit some little itty-bitty parking lots right down here. Don't mind the fact that the handicap parking's on the wrong side. Trust me, it's okay. It's Australia, everything's backwards. There we go, that looks pretty cool. And we'll even do some pathways in here, make it look extra fancy. I don't know if I want to zone in this middle bit, because I do sort of like those little triangles being cut out. And a little greener. Leave the rocks alone. We're done. We're done messing with the rocks. The rocks are good to go. They're fine. Look, they're there. They're happy. They're having fun. All right, traffic is starting to become an issue. Oh man, that's a lot of cars coming in. Alright, we're definitely gonna have to reconfigure this. I think it was actually doing better the way we had it before. Alright, we're deleting these. I'm gonna keep the roundabout. But we're gonna put some roads in here. And just do a little bit there and a little bit there. That way that goes nicely into there. And nicely from there. Okay, so now it's more of a traditional intersection. So the crossing won't be as bad, hopefully. What the heck am I doing here? You guys can only go to there. There we go. And I guess we should really only allow you guys to go that way, and you to only go straight. Just don't make a habit of it. Don't worry, it's just this once. I promise. It's just for the zoo. You know me, I respect the rocks. Force these outer roads. They have to turn. That way, you make use of those 2 lanes. And I'm maybe regretting changing all of these roads to the smaller roads. Maybe this one should have been a full road coming down into there. Maybe even the one behind the zoo. Oh, it's getting locked up. It's not looking pretty good. Oh, that's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic. And this is why you don't make giant tourism areas. We could also add some ramps in here. So people coming from this side of the bridge don't have to come all the way down to here. Say if they're going to the zoo, they don't have to come down and into there. Or maybe even once it gets more developed, having ramps that go down to the lower road directly could also help us out a little bit, because yeah, traffic is starting to get a little backed up. I think I'm going to change this road. I think changing this road would be good. Just making it a little bigger. It's going to go all the way right to here. Oops. That works too. That's one way to upgrade it. Just delete it. Since it is looking like it's more of a main road than a side road. Put in a couple of those parking lots yet again. Just make some extra little spaces. Oh yeah, that traffic. That tourism traffic. Maybe it's time we actually link up this metro, because where is all this traffic coming from? Let's try to find that out. You guys are... what are you doing? Where are you coming from? A lot of people coming from over on this side of the city. Interesting. They're using that loop. They're using that connecting road. And actually a lot of people coming from that side as well. So a lot of people coming from everywhere. Make it where it goes straight and then have 2 lanes to the sides. Make it where it goes straight and 2 lanes to the sides. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. For the circle. No, so, okay, so for here. Make it go straight and then 2 lanes for the sides. I mean like slip ramps rather than a roundabout? Because that could also work. And that might work a little better, especially if we change it back to being 4 lanes. I think that would help if we did that down here. And that way we have a turning lane and then a straight through lane. And then you have to go to there and you to go straight through. Yeah, a lot of people are just going straight through, so The roundabout, not the best for when the traffic is just going straight through. So let's change that. Let's put that in like so. We could also change this bit to technically be a bridge or a tunnel. I'm thinking maybe a bridge. That way the entering traffic, or the traffic leaving, can still turn. But it doesn't create an actual intersection. I kind of like that idea. And then our slip ramps, you'd be going that way. You'd be coming from there. And it's almost like a diamond interchange. Just a little strange. A strange little diamond. Also, getting rid of you is probably going to be good. We'll get rid of you and add you down here. How about that? I like that better. Just creates a little less clutter with all the intersections there. And we will make some adjustments to where you guys can only go that way. And you guys can't turn over. Let's see how that does. And then also, in addition to that, I think putting some more ramps down here would be good as well. So let's get curvy. Let's get some curves in there. And I might just do off ramps, not necessarily on ramps. People are using these little roads, which is where some of the traffic's coming from as well, with the crossover. And are there lights here? There might be. Yeah, there are. That's why that traffic's stopping. That'll help out a little bit, because we're treating that more or less like a highway. So the traffic doesn't necessarily have to have a stoplight there. And just make sure, yeah, everything's going the way it should be. This little tiny bit right there. That's the thing causing the issues. This little tiny sucker of a road. Get those out of there. Get them out of there. We don't need them. We're done with them. We're gonna find another way of getting people into there. So does that make this redundant? I think it does. No, because this is used... to go that way. Well, this is used to go that way. Although it makes this redundant now. But a lot of people are actually using it still, because they were probably originally going to go to this area. Well, traffic's a lot better when we can't allow them into the zone. That's for sure. Alright, another little curve. We're doing another circle. Another little tiny circle. Hopefully it will make this look good. I have a speed limit issue on the highway. Oh, that might be true, actually. Culty Bear, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to the stream, everyone. How are you guys doing this evening? Welcome to Quokka Beach, where we're building a little tourism island here in our Australian-inspired city. And trying to fix a couple traffic issues, but hopefully we can get everything figured out. Let's move this out of the way and get that going into there. We can put you right back. Beautiful. Actually, I lied. We're gonna move you out of the way again, so we can properly link this up. Yeah, let's see, I'm doing this wrong. This is actually supposed to come down to the ground level here. There we go. I make amazing cities. Well, thank you very much, Culty Bear. I appreciate that. We try. Sometimes it's not always amazing. Sometimes it's a little crazy. But we always have fun, and that's all that matters. All right, we're gonna just move that over there. I swear, the Move It mod's not cheating. Not cheating at all. It's completely legit. Whoop, there we go. Then we'll just get rid of these posts. Oh yeah, we need to make sure it's one way as well. Probably should have done that before. Let's just... oh god. Oh god. Alright, just move you over to there. They also should just be these roads. This is never going to allow me to make this work properly. I've ruined it completely. One bit at a time. We'll get there. Do I play a missed version? What do you mean by a missed version? Oh, a modded version. We have a few mods, but we're very mod minimalist, so it's nothing super extreme when it comes to modding. Pretty much just like Move It and Traffic Present, stuff like that. Alright, look at all this damn traffic. So this is a little curve only for guys going that way. Because people going to the airport, they have their own way of getting there. And I do like that curve. It's looking pretty good. Let's make... Oh, if I can select this. Let's make these two bits the same level as that. There we go. And make these the same level as the road. So it makes it a little funkier. But I think that still looks pretty good. Maybe we'll raise this one up just a smidge. And oh boy, there is traffic. But I think that's still traffic that's trying to use this. And I'm almost creating another version of this. I need to stop that. I need to not do that. Because that's not a good idea. This is not going to be good if we do that. So we have a way for people, and yeah, people are actually using that from both sides, which we don't want. So we need another curve in here. Do we want to do another circle? Get him coming off of here. How would that even work? Curve, circle. So it wouldn't be a complete circle. Too big? Or is that good? It's hard to tell. Where's my guidelines? There we go. And oh, it's because I'm not using the right kind of road. Well, I am using the right kind of road, but if you use this road, you get those nice lines telling you how long the road segment is. For making circles really helps out a lot. So if we have this come off of here like that, and we curve down so it wouldn't actually, and we could even connect it up to there rather than having two ramps connecting, which might be a good thing to do. Alright, so we'll move you out of the way. Just a little more moving. And I love the fact that they still use it even with the move. I probably should just pause the game. Be able to get stuff to go back. There we go. Link that up. Move this sucker again. There we go. So that just links straight to there. Get rid of you. This is actually going to be a lot easier because it's not going to be on top of itself like all the other roads. Try to get that linked up to here. Get you out of there. Welcome to making circles. Exactly. That's all we're doing. We're just making circles. And I made that one too far away, didn't I? I did. Damn. We're almost there. almost there. Hey, what's up, Extennion? Does it include rock placing? Making circles with a hint of rocks. Of course, it wouldn't be complete without it. So we'll do that. We'll grab this road. We'll put it in. How far? 11. So right here. Right there. That's where it starts. I think we got it this time. So we'll bring you down. Bring you through. Oh. Almost bring you through. Bring that back a little bit. And then we'll bring it through. There we go. Except you're supposed to connect to there. Or does it? I think it actually needs to connect where this road is. Yep. So let's move you out of the way. Just put a little, a little connection somewhere in here. Hopefully, we get something. I'm not quite sure why it's not letting me do that. No, let me do that though, but not right next to it. Okay, that's fine. So we'll just do that and that. Let's make it the proper roads it needs to be before we move it. Maximus and Oogly Guy, thank you very much for the hosts. I appreciate those. That's going around. Put that back. Put that somewhere in there. It almost looks the same. There we go. I am okay with that. Put that back in between those two roads. And there we go. A couple ramps directly for the tourism section. And that's all that's for. Just make that nice and smooth. And that looks pretty good. Oh, actually, this should be a little taller. Oh no, this should be a little smaller. Oops, we have a thing in there. Working on a winter map because it's so hot in your house right now. Computer crashed midstream. Oh man. So the winter map wasn't cooling you down. Hey, what's up, OSX guy? Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's make these ramps a little better. I thought this was all the same height. I guess it actually has a little bit of an incline to it. But that's okay. Just get that a little bit. There we go. That looks much better. And already, still a lot of traffic, but at least it's flowing, it's going. It's getting to where it needs to be. I guess these guys still need a way to get back onto the highway. They've got the way to get off of it. So I guess we're gonna have to do more loops. We're gonna have to do 4 more loops here. No, that wouldn't help. Or would it? No, it would. I'm making another one of these. I'm doing 2 butterflies. Essentially, is how this is boiling down to. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about making 2 of these ridiculous things. We can't do that. I may get rid of these loops. This loop I like, that's fine. We'll keep that, that's simple. This one, we're getting rid of, we're chopping you out. I love you. You look amazing. But I can't have it. I can't have that much insanity in my city. So let's back this up. Yeah, we're just gonna make these into normal ramps rather than whatever the heck we were doing before. So just get you going like so. Oh, those are very tall. And where do we want to start it? I think there would probably be not bad. Just start with that. Get you going back to here, wherever it will allow it. Space already occupied. What space is occupying that? There we go. Now the heights. The heights are going to be a little tricky. Let's make that just nice and level with that, which immediately brings it down to a much more reasonable height. But we do want to back it up just a little bit so we can put a nice little curve in here. And actually, could we curve it? We could curve it directly to here. So let's put a little straight bit in, because that way that makes this connection a lot nicer, opposed to if we just attach the ramp straight to it, it would be a little ugly. And speaking of a little ugly, just do a touch of smoothing here. A little better. Yeah, and that's just a little less crazy. Especially if we're going to do sort of a mirror of that on the other side. The loops are fine though, because I feel like that's a nicer way to get back down there than having to cross these, although we will run into the problem of there's going to be like there's going to be an on-ramp and then off-ramp, which I'm not thrilled about. So let's change this as well. We could do a big loop that goes like this, except not as insanely tall. Which is probably more realistic in terms of like highway loops. They're usually pretty big. They're usually not just like confined to like a 20 by 20 area. But then doing that on this side would be a little hard to achieve. So we won't do quite that. we do want something. Do want something in here. So if we put our off-ramp here to get it down to there, we could have it come down to ground level and just turn. Oh no, it'll be coming from this way. Australian traffic, you're messing me up again. The music's not jazz today. It's on and off jazz. It's like half and half between like jazz and classical. It's a little variety, a little mix. Something a little different. The other thing we could do, we could just make it a diamond. Which I might be leaning towards, actually. Even though we just put that cool ramp in. Because that works fairly easily. This would if we didn't have that in there. I don't even know where that came from. But that works. Yeah, let's just do this for now. I'm gonna try to figure out how long is that. 11? 11 would be right about there. So that works. I don't know why this is still a ramp while these aren't. But let's fix that. There we go. That's what we want. And then flip these guys around. I'll add our 2 lanes to the ons. And we are going to have some crossing here, which probably isn't the best on like 100-mile-an-hour freeway, but they'll have to deal with it for right now. Extendian comes back for the jazz, and Alaska is half and half on. The title says jazz, so I guess technically it's all jazz. I don't know the technical requirements for jazz, but I was told this is jazz, so don't blame me. Blame the title. So that way we have turning lanes there. They're not going to be going straight through. Make it so you guys only go that way, and you guys don't turn into there. There we go. All right, we'll do that for now. A little slimmer than this design, but hopefully it'll do okay. We could even change this to be a small DDI if we really wanted to keep the traffic flowing, since we did put another DDI in fairly recently as well. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that for now. Let's get some more office buildings in down here by the zoo. And just see how is the traffic. Within the zone itself, it's fine. It's just the highway getting in and out. So maybe even getting a couple bridges coming to here wouldn't be a bad idea. We could do like a bridge straight off of here. which might help out a little bit. Just a small bridge. Because we don't have any bridges that aren't highway. Is this junction necessary next to the butterfly? The reason why this is necessary is because the way we had it before, everyone was using the butterfly, but for them to be able to get into this zone and then out of this zone was causing a huge traffic jam in here and on this intersection, which has become this crazy eyeball shape. So the way it is now, the butterfly is for traffic coming to here, while this is for traffic going to there. But now that I'm actually thinking about it, we should swap that. We should make this for the airport and the butterfly for this, because this is kind of set up to handle a lot more traffic opposed to this, which is, as you can see, getting clogged up. And then if we were using this just for the airport, we would get rid of these bits. So what would we need to do to switch this? So these would get turned. That's easy enough. And these would get turned into there. Unless we just wanted to turn the whole thing around, but we tried to move it earlier and you saw what happened. Yeah, so let's flip those. And actually, we wouldn't even need these bits, would we? Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out. Would this work if we just flip these around? Would it be good then? I think it might be. Oh yes, it's beautiful. Cool. Because if I did that, these guys are going into here, if I did it the right way. Wait, no, I'm not doing it the right way. That's the problem part of it. Okay, I see. These Australian roads are just throwing me away. They're throwing me off. It's these outer roads. We don't need the outer roads. No, we'd have to turn the whole thing around. Oh. These do need to stay connected. What is this intersection? It's the butterfly intersection that we created last time, and it's starting to cause some problems. Well, it's not causing the problems, but it's confusing me. Yeah, we'd have to turn this all around. These outer bits are redundant now, so let's get rid of these. Even though I thought they looked pretty cool. These come from here. There we go. That's what we want. And look, it even looks more like a butterfly now. Perfect. We tried using the Move It mod before to turn, or just to move it. So I don't know if turning it is gonna do anything. It's gonna allow us to do it. But you know what? We'll give it a try. Let's do a save. I'm going to do a quick save. A Quokka save. I'll try this. I'll try this again. Because it would be so helpful if I could just turn this sucker around. Alright, clear out some space. Make way. We're gonna move it. Grabbing all these nodes. Just the nodes. Oh, it's twisting. Oh, it's doing it. It's happening. Oh my god. We've done it. It's not perfectly aligned, but we've done it. Holy crap. Will it actually let me move it? Oh, it's letting me move it. It's happening. The ground is shaking in the city. We probably caused an earthquake, but dear God, we've done it. Oh. Now we just have to line it up. That looked awesome. Seeing the butterfly spin around. I'll probably have to adjust all the heights and stuff again, but wow, I can't believe we actually did that. I am very amazed. Oh, if I do snapping, will it go right into place? I'm gonna assume that's good then. Alright, it's in. Oh, the butterfly lives. So we can get rid of these bits. That way, that's just for the airport. Connect you up, hopefully. That seemed pretty straight. That seems like it connects. It's almost. It's slightly off, but no road's perfectly straight in real life, right? Oh, no, it's way off. It's way off down here. I wonder why it's not letting me just make it in line with the road. Alright, turn the snapping off. I think I gotta turn it a little bit more. There we go. That's acceptable. I allow it. Oh! Okay, that just happened. Holy crap. So now, let's fix all these heights. So grab those guys, make it the same height as that. Oh, that is very, very different. But there we go. That's looking good. I just really love how this interchange turned out. Even though it's completely insane and wacky and highly unnecessary probably, it makes me happy. It makes me happy, and that's all that matters, right? And most importantly, the game didn't crash, exactly. You missed it earlier. When I tried to move it earlier, it was not happening. It was not liking the move. Okay, that looks good. We'll fix the terrain, but the heights are where they should be. And that looks just beautiful. Let's put our power lines back in before I forget. And do I need power to here still? I do. There we go. So everyone's still got power, minus the aquarium. But that's okay, we're still working on that. It's still under construction. More trees and rocks in the butterfly. I'm sure we'll get some. Also, this traffic, how confused is this traffic? How confused would you be if you were, oh my god. This is like a news coverage worthy right here. Traffic has gone onto the median and onto the opposite side of the road on the highway here in Quokka Beach. Now to Bob with sports. Alright. I'm sure they're like, wait, wasn't I just going south on this highway? Now I'm facing north. And what are they doing? Yeah, there they go. They're starting to despawn. It's fine. We do have to make a couple adjustments again, particularly you guys. Only going straight into there. Like so. Yeah, there is clear traffic, but I think that clears all the traffic. I don't think it can clear just a specific bit of the road. We could also just delete the road, but I'm gonna hold off on that. There we go. That looks good. They'll get there eventually. They'll figure out what the hell just happened. Just make sure no one's going to be turning there. Actually, no, they can't turn there, because that's the on-ramp, so never mind. There we go. And then that's for the airport. Yeah, why are you guys stopped? Oh, there might be stoplights. Is that why? No, no stoplights. You guys are just... You were just very confused. Yep. They're just disappearing one by one. Like Marty McFly in Back to the Future. If the freeway is a road, won't it get messed up because cars stop at the freeway exits and entrances? You can actually turn the stoplights and stuff off, which we've done. So there's no stoplights here, and then we've used the lane adjusters to make sure they're not going to be crossing over one another, so there's no need for stoplights. And you can take the stoplights off without any mods. They added that to just the traffic routes tab. You click on junctions, and like these guys, which probably should have a stoplight. We're just going to take it off though, just because. You know what, actually, we'll take the stoplight off, but put a stop sign to make it at least a little bit realistic. And there we go. Look at all that traffic going into there. They can still go to the left if they want. Like this guy. And Let's even adjust some speed limits here. Let's go 40 on the ramps so they don't have to slow down. And maybe even just add a little bit of a curve to this as well. Or just straight, that works too. That actually looks really cool. Does the city have public transit? It does. It has a little bit. It just has metros currently. But we're always trying to add more, and that's actually a great reminder because we've put in a metro station down here, but haven't linked it up to anything just yet. And I'm thinking if we just do a connection to this tube, if it would allow us. It might not. But do something like that. Grab our green line, add a stop in there. Let's do that. And then we'll add another bit going over to here. Connection going from there all the way down to here. And then right back. We'll change the color on that, so we can tell who's who. Make it like a dark blue. Actually, make it a little lighter so we can see it a little better. The dark blue is a little hard to see. There we go. So that way we have our metro actually doing something in there. Maybe fixing our traffic just a little bit. This intersection's still getting very busy though. Very busy there. We could add some more slip ramps to that guy as well. Or even just alter the roads a bit, because the four-way is really what's throwing me off here. I don't like the four-way, and I never have liked a four-way intersection. Always creates traffic problems. Let's actually cut this road. And we'll change it to just be a path. So it looks like it still connects, but it's all just a facade. It's not actually a road. So they can still go to the left, but it doesn't create the need for a stoplight. And then they can get to the right down here, or from down here. Maybe we'll add a road by the zoo. I think that would be a good spot for it. Let's grab our slim road and put it right here, right next to the zoo. Just going like that. I'm almost tempted to also do the same thing with this road. Get rid of that road. That way people would actually use that ramp. But then all of the traffic would just be on that junction down there. And that would not be good. That would not be good to have that. I'm also going to adjust this road. No, I'm not going to adjust that road. I was going to make that a smaller road. But because it's on the edge there, let's keep it larger. Even though it technically doesn't need to be a larger road. That's not necessarily the quote-unquote main road. But that's kind of helping. We're still getting, yeah, some people crossing in there. You know what? Let's do this. Let's get this out of here. Let's just see what happens. We can always put it back. Let's just see how that affects it. Is this tourism? This is tourism. These are some hotels and the Night Inn. Some palm trees and pools on rooftops. These outer bits are just offices though, so they're not tourism. I'm gonna hit the sheets. All right, Narwhal, thank you very much for hanging out. Have a good night. Get some rest. And we'll see if people start using this a little more, maybe. Just a lot of traffic coming down here. We could keep this four-way going all the way down. That would have helped. This junction, we could have turning lanes. But it's the traffic turning back onto this road is what's the killer. Unless we wanted to also do... We could do one-ways. We could do one-way roads. Alright, we changed our minds again. We're putting these back. We're putting them just to there, though. Maybe a little further back on here. And then we'll do one-ways. Going like this. So that way some people can use it still. But not everyone. Not everyone. How much money to make a song request? It'd be expensive. No song requests. We got the jazz going. Unless it's like an absurd amount of money. But I don't even know. I don't even know what that amount of money would be. Ooh. Make that nice and straight. There we go. Is 1,000 enough? See, here's the thing. If you do song requests and it's copyrighted, when I put this on YouTube later, it's gonna get muted. It's gonna get content ID'd. Not that that really matters to me, but it mutes the VOD. And people watching, they're watching me build. They're like, "What the heck is he doing? It's all silent. What happened to the jazz?" Alright, let's add some restrictions here. So you guys only go that way. You guys only go that way. And that should be good. That way, people can still go left here, and they can still come in from there. But if they want to cross over, they got to go all the way down to there. So it splits up the traffic a little bit. And also, let's take the parking off of here. But it's looking better. It's looking much better. I am happy with that. Let's just do a few more offices in there and down in there. And we'll do offices by the rocks. We'll take these away because we'll do a nice little plaza here behind the zoo. Do you actually have a park that we could do? What do we have? What do we have that's cool looking? We have the plazas. Just your standard little guys, which do fit in there pretty well. I kind of like the idea of maybe these guys. They look pretty good. And we'll scooch it in just a little bit. I like that. Not Lecter, thank you very much for the follow. And we'll do another pathway coming down the middle here. And try to get this to look nice and pretty. Scooting that right back up against that plaza. And then this looks like a lovely little area that we can do a little decorating with. Get some trees. Maybe we'll do some palm trees going right down here. Right down the pathway. That looks pretty cool. Maybe do a couple going down this way as well. And then along the road and in this little space, we can do a nice big boulder. First one today. And that looks, oh, that's a perfect boulder. That's a perfect one for that spot. And we'll do a little baby brother down here. Trying to be like the big guy. And that looks good. I like that. Add just a couple bushes. A couple little homies. Just a couple tiny trees. Nothing too extravagant. Just some little guys. A happy little boulder, exactly. Exactly. Okay, I like that. Simple but elegant. And just kind of adds to the zoo a little bit. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Welcome to the stream. So now we gotta, I guess, start working down here. I guess we need to actually figure out what we're doing with our zoo if we actually want to do a bridge. I could sort of see a bridge coming from here. I could see a bridge coming right across here. And there's an intersection right there that we could go to. Or even that one. Although that one's a little smaller, that one's a little more high profile in terms of our bridges. Let's just raise you up a little bit and make you a proper bridge. If we did this, would this look good? That's the question. See, I don't hate that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Can you build ferry lines in the game? You can. There are ferries. There's also cruise ships that we should maybe also think about that I've been ignoring until now. But the ferries, they can do okay. I don't think I use them properly, so sometimes they are not always the most optimal of ferry lines. But we could maybe do some ferries. Welcome back, MP. See, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if people are going to use that. Let's see. Oh, one person's already using it. Does that make it worth it? The one person using it? Where are they going to? Also, why is it showing me this guy's line? Kind of strange. Oh yeah, we do. Alright, we do have some people using it. I think we're going to keep it. Just to split up the traffic a little bit. Yeah, we're back up to 84. Let's do it. Let's also change the bridge, though. The zoo in Helsinki is connected to city center by ferry. Oh, that's really cool. That's a cool fact. Is that our Snapple fact of the night? I do have a Snapple fact. But we'll take that one, because that's a better fact, probably. I didn't actually even consider getting ferries to here. Mainly, I think it's because we don't have much coastal roads, which is surprising to say because there's nothing but coast in the city. But most of the roads, if you actually look at them, are back off of the coast. So if we wanted to do ferry lines, I guess we could do a ferry line like out here, but we'd have to put another road right along the water, which I'm not too jumping at the chance to do. Maze, thank you very much for the follow. Well, let's grab our 4-lane roads. Could I actually do it with this 4-lane road? Will it allow a bridge? Oh, it will. Alright, we'll do bridge coming across there. And I want it to stay a bridge the whole way. A little steep. Just a touch. Let's raise these guys up. And that's pretty smooth there. Get those heights all. Yeah, it's a little weird to be driving down the beach like that. Let's just bump these up just a tad, so it's not sloping down so much, or it's just more a gentle slope. That looks better. That looks a little less scary. I will allow that, and then we'll... Yeah, we already have our turning lanes. That's perfect. You guys go to there. You guys go to there. Oh, also straight. Or should we not allow them to go straight? And just only have this sort of loop road back here? Yeah, let's do that. I don't need that. You guys can only turn. because there's no need for them to come all the way down here just to loop back around. They can go cut through there. So that works. And then down here, oh, I might actually change this to be an asymmetric bit down here. Do we have 5-lane asymmetric roads? I don't know if we do. Oh, it's a shame. We've got 4 lanes with a turning lane, which we could do. Oh, that works perfectly. That's how we want it. How long am I going to be streaming for? Probably another, I would say, hour or so, just to be safe. I usually stream between like 3 and 5 hours, and I'm probably going to cut it a little more closer to 3 hours tonight, just because last night I was streaming really late and went to bed after the sun rose. So I'm going to try to not do that again today and actually get some rest. So you're going directly to there, you're going directly to there. Okay, so this does the job. Everyone has their own lane, and it does make it a fatter road. So maybe we will switch it over to be a just 4-lane all the way down, a proper large road. And do we want a median or the paint? I kind of like the paint. I just like that aesthetically. I don't know why. But let's go with that. Why is this music so relaxing? Because it's that chill jazz. Gotta love it. Okay, it does throw our ramp off just a tad, but nothing we can't fix. And that looks good. I'm okay with that. Let's just go down here and double check these guys. You going directly to there. You're going directly to there. And even though the lanes are already saying that, we're just gonna make sure, because they will U-turn or do something, and we will get angry, and that would not be good. Perfect. Okay. So that's all good. Yeah, that looks just a little cleaner, being the same thickness of road the entire way. And also maybe handle a little more traffic. Let's see them all going down. Look at that. They're actually using all the different lanes in there. That's just so beautiful to see. All those lanes being used. There should probably be a stoplight here, so we'll change that. Now we're getting those connections finally into our Butterfly Island, looking pretty darn spiffy. And we still need to get our coastline down here working, and then that side of the island as well. We did say this side is going to be maybe just a touch of residential. Let's also throw down some more policies. Why can't I select that? There we go. Let's get a policy here. and do high-tech housing. Is that the fancy housing? What's the fancy housing? VIP area? No, that's for shelters. I guess high-tech housings. Fancy. Turn homes into much cooler, smart homes to raise the land value around them. Alright, we'll do that. And you know what else we'll do, just to make them extra fancy? Self-sufficient. There we go. And that interchange. Oh yes, this interchange. This interchange has been through a lot. It is insane looking, but it is awesome. And it actually works pretty well. But it actually originally was going the other direction. And then thank God for the Move It mod, because we ended up swapping it around. And now it has become the staple of this island, Butterfly Island. And obviously named after the butterfly interchange that we've created. But it's looking good. And traffic's looking much better now. Just amazing what that little switcheroo did. And then how many people are using our metros as well? A few people. That was a very sharp turn by the metro. I apologize. But it's good to see people are using it. A couple people coming from the airport as well. Just good to see. Good to see that getting used. And let's also take the parking off the road down here, because there's literally parking lots right there. So we'll go parking off of the entire loop and in front of that building. And let's put some more commercial. Let's do it. Let's get a bunch in here. And that is a lot. I'm a little concerned. That might be too much. So let's break it up with some parking lots. Where's my parking lots? There they are. So I'll put one just there. Actually, we'll put a couple across the street, so more parking for the aquarium there. And we'll do a couple parking lots just every so often. And then we get a cool corner building right there. And that way we don't obscure the view of that awesome building with gigantic hotels and whatnot. That way when you're hanging out on the bridge up here, you still get that beautiful view. Oh, look at that. Little ice cream shop, hotel, aquarium. Got a new bridge going off that way. That is looking really nice. And then we're getting some more buildings down here, which is what we want. They do need power finally. We actually need to give these guys power. And I think we will be able to just do a little earthquake sensor right in there. That should get them all connected. No worries. And let's do a couple of these waterfront buildings. And what screams tourism? Jet skis. Of course, we need jet skis. Jet skis go right there. The restaurant, I feel like, should be down closer to the aquarium. So we'll do a restaurant down there. We've got marina. And then, aren't there a couple extra ones as well? Yeah, we have these guys. The floating cafe. Oh, that's like a fancier version of the restaurant pier. They're competitors. They go next door. And they're a little fancier because they're further out. Although I feel like maybe that's too open. I would fear that the restaurant would float away, so let's put them on this side. Let's put them over here. Not a huge difference, but it's a little less just out in the middle of nowhere. So we got skis, restaurants, fishing island. Let's not do a fishing island. Although I may do a fishing pier, just because it's long and cool looking. And I'll put that across from that parking lot. Very convenient. And I think that would be good. Maybe a few more later on down the road, but that is good for now. Let's also make sure they're all the level they should be. And that's looking pretty good. Perfect. And I love that. That looks amazing. I also want to put just a pathway right in here if I can. If it'll let me. Since there's that one block gap. I think that would be good. Just make those buildings seem a little closer to the road than they actually are as well, rather than having that awkward gap. And that looks good. So it's almost like a little boardwalk, except it's just a giant key. But that is looking mighty fancy. Oh, these guys having a little bit of flooding. We might want to get the water pumping building for this area. I know we temporarily put it down before, but I think we deleted it. But maybe putting it somewhere by the airport wouldn't be the worst decision ever made. We could throw it back down here between these interchanges. That does fit there pretty well. We could also replace one of our helicopters with it, because we technically have two of those guys. Oh, it doesn't quite fit in there. Does it fit in this spot? Oh, it does. That's perfect. Look at that. We'll put our medical helicopter back in. Oh, except we're going to delete all that stuff. Damn. All those pathways. I deleted the wrong building. Oh, that's right. This was a thing. This was a whole thing. Let's see if we can do this again. Did I do this before? So that goes to there. Let me put a bit going off this way. And you go down to there. There we go. That should do it. So that goes all the way down to there. That goes back into there. And it's like nothing ever happened. Oh, helicopters. doing their thing. Yeah, that fits in just perfectly. So if there's ever a flood, we actually have the pumping service available. And that's very convenient for these guys because they do seem to be flooding quite a bit. That's what happens when you're almost exactly at sea level. You get a little wet. But I'm digging that. Let's put some more office buildings on this back bit, just so we don't flood it completely with commercial. Is the road moving tool a mod? It is. It is the Move It mod, and it is very, very handy for, as you can see, doing stuff that you normally wouldn't be able to do. Like this, because technically these are buildings here, even though it looks like there's an open gap, there's not actually an open gap. So the Move It mod can help you with that. There's also anarchy mods, I think Road Anarchy and Prop Anarchy, which I don't use, but a lot of people do use those, and they can also do some of the similar things that the Move It mod can help you do. But the Move It mod can help you readjust roads after you place them, which is just super, super handy. And just helps make things look just a little tidier, a little neater. And I can't complain about that. So this is all looking good. I feel like we need something here. We need something to welcome you into the island. Whether it be a park or a unique building. And where's our parks? There's our parks. Because we do have plazas. We do have a lighthouse. We could put a lighthouse in there. Or like a vertical farms. Another flower park we could do. Maybe we'll do a flower park. Although, it doesn't really make sense on sand. That's the one thing. We gotta figure out what would look nice on sand. Yeah, maybe like a... Ooh, fantastic fountain. Oh, just a little too big. A fountain would be cool. Statue fountain, something like that. We do have Lazarette Plaza, which are some weird looking statues. And we've used up all our other statues. How about the tax office? Does that look like a good spot for the tax office? And those are all fancy things. Casino. Yeah, that fantastic fountain would look really good there if it wasn't so big. We could use the Move It mod to put it in there. We could give it a shot. Because how big is it? How big is too big? Let's see, where can I place this where when I move it, it'll be okay. Let's place it back in here. And then grab it with the Move It mod. And bring you over. Relocate you. My only concern is, will it consider it connected to a road? Because that looks amazing. That's connected to a road, right? That looks good. You're not going to have any issues with that, are you? Not at all. So throw that down right there. That looks... Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful fountain. And the thing I really love about this fountain too, the water moves. Some of the parks you get with fountains, the fountain's just like a stale texture. But with the fantastic fountain, it truly, truly lives up to its name. And it looks like it is technically connected. Oh, we gotta go with that. That's the winner. That's the winner right there. Let's do maybe a couple extra trees. Oh, get some really tiny trees. Just like so. And did you think I wasn't gonna do it? Of course I'm gonna do it. We're gonna place some boulders down here. Excellent. Maybe a couple extras over here. Just a little baby rock. Perfect. Maybe get rid of a couple of these, and we'll actually put another big guy in. And there we go. Fantastic fountain, some fantastic boulders, and our aquarium. That's a nice view right there. That is... Just look at that. Look at the view. Looking down the street. Getting all those coastal buildings. These areas are really coming together. But we still have this area that I've been not necessarily intentionally putting off, but maybe subconsciously. Because I don't know what to do. How far are you able to zoom in before it gets out of focus? I don't think it'll get out of focus, because I have I turned off the depth of field, so everything should technically be in focus all the time. There is a setting where you can change that, but just because it takes a lot of your computer's power to render all that, when you get to a city this big, it's usually better to turn it off. Alright, so we have our road coming from there. Let's make these heights just a little better. Is that level? Is that level? It doesn't look like level. Did that actually do that? Level. What's that? No, I guess that's level. That is level. I guess it's just an optical illusion because it's on that hill. Which, maybe we'll keep it. It doesn't need to be perfectly level. Where is that setting? I think it's under... Let's find out. I don't know, it's been so long. Graphics, and then depth of field type. If you change that to disabled, that'll do it. There you go. A lot easier to find than I thought it was. There we go. Okay, that looks a little better. Even though the sand's probably going to get all funky. Oh, and yeah, we will fix the sand by the butterfly MP. We'll definitely do that to make it not as insane looking. So this middle bit's gonna be that level. There we go. That's at least a little better. Slightly nicer looking, although now it looks a little dirty. Okay, now what are we doing with this neighborhood? How do we do this one? This one's just a straight bit, connects a couple places. And we have one connection down there. We could continue that straight through. And then maybe one more connection down in here. Welcome back, Extennion. Nice fix of the sand. Just trying to make it look good. No. Is that acceptable? If we just do that? Maybe make this a curve as well. I think that actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that better. Rather than the sharp angles, because we're keeping it curvy. We're keeping the curves. Although I will, because I always said I wanted some room back there, I will take a pathway. And we're just going to curve this right along here. Maybe we'll make it a dirt pathway. Look at that. Won't even notice it. We'll do a dirt pathway in there. We'll scoot it in just a smidge. But this way we get that nice zoning all along these houses. And that actually looks pretty cool with the sand. And I'll just do just a few fancy rich homes out here. Nothing too crazy. And now that we have some residential, we probably should have done this anyway, but services are probably going to be important because we do have services in here on this side. But getting some for this zone would also be a good thing to have. So let's get a medical clinic. We'll throw you down there and do another one up here on the corner somewhere. That looks like a pretty good spot. And then fire, and oh, we got some water. Where's our vacuum trucks? Are they coming? Here they come. Here they come. Let's go for a ride. Go for a ride through the city with the vacuum truck. It's not a long ride, but it's a little bit of a ride. Get to see what the area looks like a little closer up. It's gonna dry up before they get there. I should have just put the building down there because it's just gonna keep flooding. Oh, and it looks like, is there a fire down there too? That would be ironic. Oh, there is a fire. It's flooding and on fire. You think one would help the other, but it doesn't. There are a lot of vacuum trucks. Just purely nothing but vacuum trucks in the traffic. And why are we stopped here? What's going on here, guys? Are you working? What's going on? Did you get into an accident? So there's floods, there's fires, and now we're having car accidents. this area is a mess. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's get some fire down here. That's the next one. That's the next step. We'll do a little fire station. A little closer. And let's do this guy actually over here. So it's a little closer to the houses. And these guys also need some power. So we'll do that in there. And the sand's gonna get a little messy. Ooh, it's gonna get really messy. Why is that so messy? The slope is doing some ugly things to the beach. It was a nice beach, I promise. We might want to just flatten all this to make it look better. Ooh, because that is... yeah. There we go. That looks slightly better. We could also just lower this road. Just a bit. To make it not as pronounced. That's better for now. So guys, also need water. So there you go. And I'll just smooth it up again a little bit. And I think that's acceptable. We'll come back once all the houses are in and make it look super, super nice. But I am okay with that. And then maybe fix you guys up a little bit as well. Oh. It's just making the land taller, apparently. I thought we were smoothing, but apparently not. There we go. That's more smooth. Can I do an overview of the city? Yeah, we can take a little fly over now that we're approaching 110,000. And brace yourself, because it is massive. It is a big guy in here. But it is looking mighty good. Hey, what's up, Alfex? Welcome to the stream. The city originated down in here. This was our first little bit where you can see a fire has taken place, much like the rest of the city. And then our first big construction project was this giant circle, which is inspired by the city, the Australian city of Canberra. And then we slowly made our way back into the sort of suburban sprawl going north. But recently, we've been focusing our attention a little more to the southern peninsula down here, starting to work on this area. And then now we're getting our tourism island here, which is coming along just nicely. The start of the city was right here. This was the original highway entrance, which has now become quite an interesting elevated roundabout bit. And then we still even have a little bit of our original housing right in here. I think we actually have a district. Yeah, good old Founders Park, where we started. But a lot has changed and a lot has grown. Also, Kibble, thank you very much for the host. I appreciate that. And yeah, lots to do still. But it's looking good. It's gonna be a second Zen. Maybe. It might. depending on how big it gets. The goal for the city, as set by you guys, was to make it up to 400,000, which is approaching City of Zen territory. Hey, what's up, Kibble? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thank you again for the host. Alright, what's going on here? Why are these guys just completely stopped? Is there a light there? Is there a stop sign there? Or are you just doing whatever? Oh, is it because the truck is, like, doing work? Is that what's happening? Truck, what are you doing? Oh, no, yeah, they are pumping. They are pumping away. So that would be why. That's why that traffic's all getting bumped up. And then we also have some dead people. So let's get a crematorium down here by our medical clinic. Are the interchanges imported from the workshop, or did I make them? I made them. Everything here is made. The only thing from the workshop that we have is a couple buildings, and I don't even know if I can find them, but they're somewhere. Actually, did we place our building? We might have not. Huh. I thought we had our bank. Do we not have our giant bank? I think it says we placed it. Where is it? Giant bank. The Bank of Skylines. Maybe we didn't. Oh, no, we didn't. Even though it says we did. But yeah, just a couple things off the workshop in terms of buildings and mods and stuff, but all the roads hand-placed, handcrafted, and yeah, we are having some problems down here. It might be a terrain issue. Get a little more terrain in here. How's the water supply? Let's check it out. We're still in the green. We're good. All right, try to fix this up. It looks like we might have fixed it. There might have been like a spot where it's technically no ground, so the game thinks it's flooded. But that seems to be helping. You always end up with a grid. Grids aren't bad. Grids can be useful. I've seen some pretty cool cities that are nothing but grid. I placed the bank behind on the left. Did I? You're lying to me, Alfex. You're lying to me. There's no bank there. Because it's also letting us place it. Yeah, so that means we didn't put it in. Although it is a cool looking building. Try to think of a history for your city and then help the layout. That's a really cool way of planning out a city, and I sometimes do things a little similar to that. You can kind of see that with our trenches down here, where we've changed it into like a tourism-y sort of, I don't know what the word is, attraction to the city, where it's like that's where a historical battle was, so come stay in a hotel and check out the trenches or something. something a little bit like that. Alright, let's just try to smooth this out a little bit. Oh, this is bugging me so bad. This terrain right here. What if we do a little smoothing from here to there? Oh. Almost. That is not helping. We're not helping, game. That almost helps. That's gonna be ugly looking no matter what. Which is a shame. So how's our offices doing? They're in there. They're looking good. Let's do a few more on the back side of this road as well. And we'll get rid of that little guy. Don't need you anymore. And just have that going all the way up to there. And these guys are built. The beach houses going quick. As expected. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just do a touch smooth. That's a pretty nice neighborhood there. I would live there, for sure. I would take a beach house there. You know, a little bit funky right there, but not much we can do about it. Maybe we'll just put some palm trees to cover it up. How about that? These guys want a really secluded backyard here. Feel like they're in the jungle. There we go. We'll maybe add a couple trailing off. Looks pretty cool. Add a little greenery. A little privacy for those guys. So there's not too much noise from all those traffic. I do like that. And how's the traffic doing? Speaking of which, 80%. Where's the traffic coming from? Down here. A lot of traffic, and it seems to still be these damn trucks. Get out of there. Just get them out. We don't need you anymore. They're still there. I can't get rid of them. Are they trying to pump the pool? What are they doing? Oh, no, they're still flooding. We might have to raise these roads just like a smidge. Can you fence off a neighborhood? If you had a bunch of mods, you could. Like if you wanted an actual gated community. But not in just the base game. Alright, we're at 110,000 feet. Oh, Lord. Huh. Alright, let's do this. Let's grab our Move It mod. And grab all the stuff, including buildings. That's all in here. And we're just gonna bump you up just a little bit. Not a huge amount, but just a little bit, and hopefully it's enough to solve our problems. Oh, you can see how ugly that is now. That's what I get for wanting a key that's realistically close to the water. Well, hopefully that's gonna help. And hopefully that means the traffic stops. Oh, we should probably keep this as a normal road rather than that tiny road. That would probably help just a bit. And where are you guys going? Yeah, these trucks are causing chaos. I did not think the water trucks were gonna destroy my traffic. It's not what I meant when I got you guys. Oh yeah, you can see the water coming in here. There we go, because this shouldn't be having too many issues. I found the leak. My city is leaking. There we go, traffic's coming back. We're getting it going. I'm almost tempted to almost do like a little sort of braid here, so these guys don't actually have to cross over one another. Or would that be too insane? To have 4 ramps. Because it would be a ramp going from here to there, and here to there, and there to here, and there to there. So it would be like a double Y almost, another one of our infamous double Y interchanges. Think it'd be worth it? What's up, Weiss? How are you doing? I think I'm gonna do it. I think it would look cool. Although we might lose the connection to this road, so I might even just do a couple extra bits. Back it up. We're gonna have 2 go off that way. This is where it gets insane. So we have 2 go off that way. And we'll 2 come in from this way. Now it's not a one-way loop, which is going to make it a little trickier. But I think we'll be able to do something cool. So you'll go to there. And you go to there. You go to there, and you go to there. So it'd be like that, right? And then only certain turns allowed at certain areas. Maybe we'll have it the braid is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I have to go up and over you. And this is where everything gets super complicated. So going up and over. Am I overthinking this? Probably. Right? And that's gonna go swapped like that. Except that doesn't connect technically because it's underwater. Or something. Something like that. There we go. Now it's good. Now it's not. You get flipped. Okay. Let's try to make this look good. So that goes and splits. As does that. Oh boy, this is... I might make these a little longer. They might have to be. Because essentially we're making these guys feed into there and those guys feed into there. And it's becoming like a giant hand. We could also just not connect them all to the same bit, which would probably make things a little easier. So you guys go all the way. You guys go to there. No, you guys go to there. That's fine. Have you guys go all the way down to there. And then that'll come into there. Hopefully under it. And then you come from all the way down there. So it's like a W. It's going to be a giant W. So let's lower that. Get you going up and over. If we can. How tall does it have to be? Good lord. There, I'll do that. And just drag it over. You link up to there. Flipped around, of course. Beautiful. It is gorgeous. It's beautiful and I don't care. This is a traffic controller's fever dream. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to say you're wrong. Alright, let's split that a little bit so we can get going a little longer. Because that one's going to go down while this one stays up high. There we go. Nope. Just make that look somewhat nice. The madness of King Alaska. Hey, what's up, Ellie? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Tyrant. It's not a tyrant, alright? I'm helping them. Trust me. You just have to trust me. They want this. They just don't know it. This is good for them. Okay. Do we want to make it longer or not? We might make it a little longer. That is really crazy looking. It's the chicken feet. That's what we're gonna call that. It's chicken feet. It's because it looks like chicken feet. Well, that's not too bad. It could be worse. So now, when we do our adjustments, you guys have to go to there. You guys have to go to there. You guys have to go to there. And you guys have to go to there. And they're gonna love this. Trust me. Split. Just make sure they go to there. And you guys go to there. Alright, let's give it a try. Let's see what it looks like. We might make some adjustments to make it look better. But look at that, it's working! It's working! The innovations in this city are non-stop. The innovations! I like it. Not just my crazy, mad designs. They're innovations. Thank you for proving me right, Extennion. Do you see any traffic there? Because I don't. I don't see any traffic there. It looks beautiful and perfect. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do at all. I think if I made him a little longer, the bridges wouldn't be as crazy for these guys, for the high end. But also we could probably just lower these a smidge. I don't think they need to be that high. And that looks good. Yeah, it's just this part right in here that probably isn't the best, but overall, I'm happy with that. That looks kind of cool. And the traffic flow is beautiful. So where's our traffic if we're at 82? Where are we hitting all these traffic snags? Down here's doing just fine. The bridge is doing just fine. A little bit of traffic in here. Is it game day? Is that what's happening? It might be game day. Let's see. 25:05. 22:05. So maybe people are coming to the stadium. Is that what's happening? I can't tell. I can't tell where they're going, where they're coming from. Oh, here we go. Here's our traffic. And it's because of our trains, that's why. It might become... Oh, what's going on with our train traffic? Our train traffic is all backed up. And I have no idea why. What are our trains doing? And then our cars can't move because the trains can't move. Alright, it's time to turn these into tunnels. That way, at least if there's train traffic, it's not affecting our roads. I knew it was going to happen eventually. So I'm not surprised. Oh yeah, these guys. Oh, what the hell? Oh, this goes back underground. Alright, we'll just keep it underground then. Looks like a cross between freight and passengers. We shouldn't have any passenger trains because we don't have any in the city. I think it's just a poor design here. Or someone was trying to go somewhere. Yeah, because they're all merging together. But like, why are these guys stopped? Maybe because there's like 5 trains in there. That might be the reason. There's just a turned over train on the tracks. Okay, so that should fix all that traffic. We could also just keep it a tunnel from here. We don't really need to be coming up, going back down, coming up and going back down. Let's just keep it a tunnel. Everyone's like, why the hell are we on a roller coaster? There we go. We could have also brought it up and over the road, but that's fine. Yeah, a lot of trains. A lot of trains in here. Looks like they're unjammed now, though. I think they're fine. And we're back up to 84% traffic. That is excellent to see. We got our new zone going. We're just shy of 110,000 population. We got our new interchange here. We might change this. We might find something a little better than this, because I don't know if I'm too crazy about that. But I do love the Fantastic Fountain. I love the aquarium. This area is really coming together nicely. A lot more tourism. We got the zoo. We flipped around the butterfly, and it is working absolutely beautifully. But I think that's going to be a good stopping point for the stream this evening. So thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with me and helping make this crazy island and struggling through my crazy island. But yeah, we'll be back streaming tomorrow night. I think maybe we'll be playing some more Stardew tomorrow. If not, maybe some more Slime Rancher. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a poll on Twitter. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I'm always posting what I'm streaming, when I'm streaming, and stuff like that. So thank you guys very much. And of course, we'll be back streaming some more City Skylines on Wednesday. So if you want to see how this city is coming together, feel free to stop by then. And we'll do some more building. Maybe do some more crazy interchanges. Who knows? But thank you guys very, very much. Hope you all have a great night or a great day wherever you are. Take care.